sweater can make in entering a room and knowing all about high fashion. Since then, we've had a peek at high fashion and also quenched a desire to don the best and the greatest fashion looks any hour, any time of the day, regardless of what season it is, and really soon with just a few taps on our screen. I think this process is magic, but to know more about this magic, I'd like to invite on stage Monica Mittal, Director and Head of International Brands, Myntra, to kindly speak about the power of partnerships, Myntra's journey in bringing global brands to India. Could I please have a huge round of applause? Myntra is everyone's favorite.
Thank you very much. Let me just do a check if the slides are working. Yes, it does. Perfect. So, hi everyone, I'm Monica, I'm from Myntra. I handle the international brands portfolio. I'm very excited here to talk about what we do, how the India market is shaping, and what do we do as Myntra and add value. So, taking you through quick India story. I know many of us will know, but it's just good to have a recap. So India has about third highest numbers of e-retail shoppers, right? This is part of a lot of reports which have come in. And we are the fifth largest economy, second most internet users, third most e-tail shoppers. We're 1.3 billion strong. And what is most interesting is 50% below the age of 25, which means we are very young. We are hungry for consumption across categories and so fashion, lifestyle, beauty as well. This is a very interesting chart, and I'll just take a quick note. India is shifting to a middle income dominated economy. And how do you read this chart? So what you have on the left is the household income range. This is again various reports which have come in. What you see in the second is the percentage household, which is moving from 2018 and projected to move to 2030. And what you see in the third column is the countries with comparable average annual income. So if you see, very interestingly, so the top bracket, it's moving from 3% to 7%. Where the premium segment sits, or the upper mid, it's moving from 21% to 42%. And this is unanimous to a country like Mexico, Brazil, or UK, Canada in terms of their economy. So what's happening basically from this, as we're moving to middle income dominated economy, that means premiumization is happening, and which you see across, right? And that's also very true with what's happening with licenses around. Why there's a need of international names, why there's a need of international licenses to come in the country, because we are premiumizing as an economy. So it's very, very interesting, it's heartening that there's a lot of consumption. It's not just a population, it's a population with a lot of demand, specific demand which is coming in the country. And this is specifically for online fashion, and because I'm from Myntra, I thought I'll take you through this. About what you see the charts, again, this is from multiple industry reports. From $90 billion, we are moving to about $124 billion in 24-25, which is at 11% CAGR, right? But what's happening, and which is very interesting, is how the e-tail penetration is moving from 9 to 13 and projected to go to 25. So what's happening? A lot of this demand is coming through e-commerce, and that's what it is. And where is it coming from? That's another part, which is metro and the non-metro, and you see a lot of it is coming from the non-metro, because that's where our population is. That's where the demand is sitting. So while it's not just the Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore anymore, it's about the non-metro as well, which is 70% of the fashion market, 55% of e-commerce, and growing really steadily at 50 to 60%. So these are some stats about the country. And now I'll just talk through about us as Myntra. One of the India's leading fashion, beauty and lifestyle player, we also operate about 300 offline stores through a B2B wholesale arm, and which is very, I'm sure most of us here will be, we have about 55 million total active users on Myntra. If I can just do a quick show of hands who all have Myntra app here. Yeah, so you're part of the 55 million active user base which we have, and which is, and why do we have that? I think the bottom part of the chart will explain that. We are a fashion destination. You think of a brand, it's there on Myntra, be it Indian or international. The brand adjacencies, of course. We are an omni model. So today in the country, we have connected 4,500 stores and their inventory on the Myntra app. So when you're ordering, it's not always coming from the warehouse. It could be coming from the store which is nearby you. We operate our own 300 offline stores through the B2B wholesale arm. We are a tech-led engagement company, and I'll talk a little more about it, what we are doing in that space. We are a water tech company, which means there is a predictive fashion engine. Which means what? Which means what you shop or what you shop, your app is personalized to that effect. Is what it's showing to you as an algo is basis personalization of your past history. Speed and reach. We today do under 2-day delivery across the country and major pin codes. We cover 98% pin codes in the country, which is why so many of us shop from Myntra, because of course we give access to all, and not just in metros, but to 98% of the pin codes in the country. Our consumers, right? So between the 22 and 34 years, it's just mimicking how country is. 50% women, 50% men, and the bottom right is what is most interesting, which is 55% metro and tier 1 and 45% tier 2 and tier 3. So Myntra is basically giving access to all Indian and international brands in the tier 2. It's easy to reach metro and tier 1. There are various modes, but to reach tier 2, tier 3, Myntra is providing the access today. So how we are coming to the topic of the day, which is forging partnerships, international partnerships, and that's what me and my team does at the company. So just summarizing as to why Myntra, right? Of course, this largest premium consumer base which is on the app already. We are the specialized fashion experience which is tech driven. We bring all the channels together. Of course, a marketplace. There is omni-channel, which is through your store network. Also, we do stores for certain select brands. And we build the international brands in the country, which is through the Myntra marketing services, which is when you want to build a brand, when you want to give access to the brand, when you want to know how my brand should look, what is the story I want to tell, we as Myntra marketing services also help the emerging brands, national and international, to be taken to the masses, to be taken to the every Indian consumer. Some of the videos are not working, but you can check them out. What is keeping us ahead of the curve, right? And this is very interesting. There's something called as Myntra Forward. So all of you who have the app, if you go on the Myntra app, you'll see something called as Myntra Forward, which is our Gen Z part of shopping. So how does a Gen Z shop? They don't search. They don't say, okay, I want a Zara dress. No. They do a trend spot. So spot and shop, right? And that's what Forward does. And the video which was there, basically there is a lady in black. She's an actress. And I see the video and I see, oh, I love the black dress that she's wearing. I take a screenshot, do a Myntra image search, and I can figure out various options of the same black dress in various brands which are available. So that's a spot and shop, and that's Myntra Forward, which is our answer to the Gen Z. Myntra Studio, Myntra Live, which is our social commerce engine, and we've just launched something called as Myntra Minis, which is the real phenomena which is happening. You see everybody's hand will just keep going up and down, which is you consuming content, but in a very, literally like a snack form. And that's what Myntra Minis do. We also have something called as virtual fashion influencer, so you don't know what do I pair this jacket with, what do I pair these shoes with. Maya will help find some of these answers. We're still evolving there. But these are various innovations, like just a few of them, and I wanted you to see this, that why Myntra is tech enabled and what helps us stay ahead of the curve, why there are 55 million active users on the app, very nicely engaged with us. Okay, that's working. That's the virtual fashion influencer Maya.
Hey Myntra fam, it's Maya, and I'm totally vibing in Myntra's virtual universe. I'm all about that fashion game, standing up, and keeping it real. With Myntra Style Squad, I'm here to set the Gen Z fashion on fire. When I'm not dropping my go looks, I'm chilling with my squad, hunting for dope sushi spots, and traveling. This is my first EU artist, and I'm super stoked to bring you unbeatable offers. Let's roll into the virtual dress up and slay together. XOXO Maya.
She's talking in the Gen Z language, and she was talking about EORS because we launched Maya during our last end of reason sale. Sorry, just moving on. So this is about Myntra social commerce, and we host up to 10 hours of content. There are up to 1,500 lives which are happening on the app. So imagine if HRX, which is a co-brand with Ritik, if they're launching a new pair of an athleisure product, he talks about it, you see it, you like it, you go to the app and you shop, right? It's a seamless experience which is happening on Myntra social commerce. And we do a lot of marketing innovations, celebrities, endorsements, and of course a lot of these names are associated with Myntra. Capsule collections. Mango is one of the international success story that we have, and we do exclusive styles for Mango on the platform. Myntra Studio and Live I just spoke about. Fourth, last but not the least, Myntra own brand store. So what's that? You go to the app and you want to experience a brand, like you go on their mono site, like on their .in, .coms. So their own brand store, you can see the brands in their storytelling form, the way every brand needs to tell the story. You know, what's in, what do I stand for? Do I stand for sustainability or do I stand for Gen Z? So that's the own brand store on the Myntra app, which explains for the fashion brands. Just talking through a bit of Myntra Omni ecosystem, because this is something which most of us don't know. So we operate about 300 points of sale across 60 cities, and across the brands like Mango, Nautica, Baby. Also the own house of brands which are HRX, Tabi, House of Padodi, Roadster, Mango Man and Kids along with Mango, and Nautica Kids as well. Recently added French Connection to this portfolio. So these are some of our flagship stores photos. How is this a winning ecosystem in the country? I think this is extremely exciting because it's easy to just get a brand in the country, but to do it successfully, to tell the right brand story to all the masses, to have active customers being added every year, it's a task. And that has to be done well. It has to be done in the guardrails of the brand, and that's what Myntra does very well. So I'm just talking through a growth story of Mango, and we know it's a brand from Spain, which was brought in to Myntra in 2019. We also operate the stores through the B2B arm, and you see the success, how it's gone. Today it will be total points of sale of about 100 by the end of this year. And of course, there's a very strong online presence of the brand on Myntra app. Kiara Advani is one of the celebrities associated with the brand. So entire end-to-end brand management is being done by the B2B wholesale arm from Myntra. We also launched Mango Man stores. So this is just talking about how Myntra provides the ecosystem for any international brand to come in the country and to do it well. To tell the right brand story and to grow on it is what we do well. This is one of the flagship stores. So of the 25 big malls, 24 malls Mango stores are present in, about 90 plus stores right now, and by end of the year about 100. This is one of the flagship store we opened in Bangalore, just a short video. Last part of the presentation, and I want to talk about this because this is again a very tech-enabled innovation that we have done and which can give access to a lot of global fashion to Indian customers, which is called the Myntra cross-border, also called as Beyond Borders when you see on the app. So what is it? It's basically providing live fashion. So for example, if there's a brand which is listed on this through this tech integration and they have a fashion trend which comes in Turkey, it will be available the same day in India, not by buying the product. What is done is through tech integration, we have the catalog map. If you go on the app and you choose that product to be bought for you, that is when we will go and pick it up. Our wholesale arm will go and pick it up and deliver to you. The delivery time will be slightly more, about 12 to 14 days, but it will be shipped. So it's a global fashion, live fashion which is being provided. And we see a lot of merit because a lot of the fast fashion brands around the globe have massive catalogs. They cannot bring all the products to the country because they don't know what will sell, what will not sell. Also, we have vast tastes, but this sort of solves all those problems. So it's B2B2C cross-border e-commerce platform, and you don't need any physical setup, just link through tech and the fashion is available to Indians. So it allows you to list your complete global collection. Myntra's wholesale arm takes ownership of pickup, imports, clearances. The inventory is in your warehouse. We only pick up when a customer places an order. So it's a complete tech-enabled integration which helps to bring a lot of global live fashion to the country. We have right now Zalora, De Facto, Trendyol all live on this model. And massive catalog size, right? What you see, the numbers are basically the number of styles which are live today through these and which is getting updated and refreshed every day. And a lot of these brands are fast fashion, which will be available on Myntra Forward, and that's the icon which you'll see in the app. It's called Beyond Borders. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you so much. Any questions if you may have for me?
Hello. Beautiful presentation here. I think a lot of details covered, a lot of insights covered. One thing caught my eye was Maya. The virtual influencer part. I haven't tested it yet, but would love to know the details part, like what user set of features are being offered there. Like, can users customize their sizes or whatnot? Can you give some details on that part?
Sure. So Maya is an influencer which will help you tell what will look good with a certain product, or you have a question, hey, it's a haldi ceremony, what should I wear? So it will give you what all is there on the app as options which are meant for that ceremony. So that's the influencer part. What it doesn't do is what you were saying. No, it's still an influencer, but it's virtual influencer. So it's not an actual person who's sitting, but because of a lot of algo searches, it's going to condense the content which is relevant for you and give it to you as per your ask.
Any plans for putting up a male influencer? I think.
Absolutely, we could do that, but fashion is associated with women, but yes, Maya is, you can have a male version of Maya soon. I'll give that to my marketing team.
So basically it's like what Debenhams took out 5 years ago in London with their online personal shopping experience, right?
Yes, it's like an assist. So you go to a store and you don't know what I should.
No, I understand that. That's what I'm saying, that it's online, it's virtual. So it's basically a robotic personal shopper which Selfridges and Debenhams took out 5 years ago?
So I'm not sure about the Debenhams one, so I'd not like to comment. But I think what's interesting here, because of the catalog size, which is so massive, it can help you give answers to your fashion need across that. And I think that's what makes it interesting. It's not a particular brand which is doing it, it's Myntra across brands.
Hi, I had a question regarding sustainability and traceability of your operations.
So I didn't get it.
Sustainability and traceability of your operations. How exactly are you working towards?
So there is a lot of work which Myntra does on sustainability. The first things I think we did as an action was when we started using the brown paper bags for delivery. Because earlier, if you remember, there used to be something which was not so sustainable. Also in our operations, right, in our fleet, there's a lot of work which is being done for the last mile in terms of what is a better and more sustainable option. There is a lot of work which is being done. We also have something called as Myntra Earth, which is all sustainable brands and products are getting listed under that page. So if you are someone who wants to shop sustainably, who wants to buy brands which are more, born towards the earth, then you can go on that store and select the product and buy. So there are various initiatives that we do, but we are still a marketplace, so we are dependent on the brands to sort of guide us in that journey. I hope I answered. Absolutely. And that's why we're saying we are at 90, we want to cross 200 points of sale by this year end. But I must mention this is through our B2B wholesale arm, not Myntra Marketplace, of course. We plan to go very strong with Mango Man and kids stores as well. And it's available in shop-in-shops and various departmental stores as well. So that's the idea, because we see there's a lot of love for the brand in the country, and we want to give that access to the customers for offline shopping as well. So we are in a very strong relationship with the Mango brand team from Spain, and we take their guidance and direction. There are various initiatives, and you should keep eyes on the app, and you'll find a lot of newer ideas and initiatives will be coming from the brand. But it's an apparel brand, which will be the core focus. Do you like the brand?
Any further questions? Alright, then with that I'd like to invite Ritu Maria on stage to kindly share a token of appreciation to Ms. Manika Mittal. Ladies and gentlemen, could we please have a huge round of applause for her? Alright, and with that I'd like to call on stage